Hi class, welcome to another video. In today's video, we will be exploring our CPT 2020 Professional Edition, including a demonstration on how to tab your CPT manual. But before we start, I wanted to show you all the two books that we will be utilizing throughout this course for this semester. So you want to make sure you have your basic current procedural terminology and HCPCS coding 2020 as well as your CPT 2020 coding manual. AHIMA does offer a bundle for these two books, or you can buy them separately through AMA, however the bundle is cheaper. So that is the ISBN I have available to you all on the course syllabus. Alrighty, so let's get started. As you open your CPT professional, I actually really come to love this front cover as it's a quick reference for you all. Then on this side, I actually tore this out already to get ready for this video, but this is attached in your book. And then on the back here, it kind of talks about how to customize your code book. So you use the printed tabs to flag one section, to flag the section openers of each section. Use the red tabs to flag key pages in the evaluation and management, radiology, category 2 and category 3 sections. Use the blue tabs to flag key pages in anesthesia, pathology, laboratory, and the appendixes. Use the green tabs to flag key pages in the surgery and medicine sections and index. And lastly, use the yellow tabs to flag codes that you commonly use in your practice, codes that you need to research further, or personal notes that you've written into your code book. So that's just a little overview. So then right here, I'm going to place this, set this aside. Then you have your place of service codes for professional claims. This is a place of service codes are used to be able to track the location of where the physician or provider services were completed that goes on the claim. So like a provider office is a number 11, your inpatient is a 21, emergency room is a 23. So there's a lot of different locations where services can be provided. It is a pretty comprehensive list for all of them. We have our, there's a table of contents here. However, you won't really need to use this if you have your book tabbed correctly, but it's always here if you need it. Then we get into an introduction and kind of background information, talks about the different categories of the book. Keeps going, we get prefixes, suffixes, and roots. At the beginning of each section, we'll have a table of contents as well. And then we get into what I call the green pages. So the green pages are guideline pages pertinent to that specific area of the CPT manual. So you'll see every section has its own particular sets of guidelines that you'll have to follow. You do have to know the guidelines for that section. That's the only way you'll accurately apply the correct code for whatever scenario you're looking for. So I wanted, let's go ahead and go past these green pages, and this is actually where our codes start. I wanted to talk to you real quick about, where do you put the tab? How do you layer the tabs? Well, I want you guys to take a look at this. You see this white marker right here. We're going to use this as your guide as to where to put your tab. So I'm going to go ahead and add it on there like this. Then we just flip on to our next section, which is the anesthesia section. So we have our table of contents again, our green pages, which are the guidelines, and then our codes start here. So I'm going to place my tab over on this side. And again, we have our white marker there. Gonna add that. All right. So now we get into the surgery section, and we have the integumentary system or section that starts here. Let's go ahead and add your tab right there. Then we flip out of this section to the musculoskeletal system. And the codes start here. Then we flip to the respiratory section, and I just passed it. All right, and our codes start here. Then we get to the cardiovascular system, lots of illustrations. All right, this is where it starts. And the cardiovascular section is very huge, so it's a really big section. Just flip out of here to the digestive system. Codes start here. Urinary section is actually broken down into urinary and then even further into male genitalia and female genitalia. So we're gonna go ahead and add those on here. For the sake of keeping this video PG, I'll go ahead and add the codes to this page so we're not seeing any illustrations. So there's your male genitalia. These you actually want to stagger, that way they don't overlap each other. Yeah, see? Now we get into our nervous system section, which starts here. I just want to mention, you know, there's no right or wrong way to place these labels in your book. You know, it's whatever makes you the most comfortable. Just go ahead and do it. All right, nervous system. Then we have the eye, ocular, and adnexa section. This will actually cover hearing as well, see the audio. So we're going to add that here. Then we have radiology. And remember, the cover said this was a red tab. Next we have pathology and lab. I'm going to flip straight to the codes, actually. Yeah, path is a big section as well. Then we jump to the medicine section, and tab goes up here. Next are should be our category 2 codes right here. Have category 3 right here. then we have the appendixes, which start off right here. So your first tab is Appendix A through B. And then we get to Appendix C, and this one actually goes Appendix C through F right there. There's so much valuable information here in the appendixes. Idea of what constitutes, you know, a office or other outpatient service visit for a new patient. Just goes into detail of each one. So let me, I went a little too far. All right, our next tab is for Appendix G through J. And we get to our last Appendix K through P, excuse me. And for time's sake, I will leave the rest, but you can go ahead and tab them accordingly. So these are all your sections tabs. See how they line up pretty well. Again, you know, however you feel comfortable tabbing your books to make it the most convenient for you. You know, I know some people who add the code ranges on here, and you can utilize your other tabs, your yellow tabs. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video.